Today our topic is the art of practicing indifference. Life is full of challenges, and often we find ourselves reacting to things in ways that do not help us. We get upset, angry, or stressed over things we cannot control. This is where the idea of practicing indifference can be useful. Indifference does not mean you do not care about anything. It means you choose to focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. This is a key idea in Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life. Stoics believe that many things in life are outside our control, but our thoughts and actions are within our control. By practicing indifference, we can find peace and strength even in difficult situations. Let me explain what indifference means in this context. Imagine you are walking down the street and someone insults you. Your first reaction might be to feel hurt or angry. But think about it. Can you control what that person says? No, what you can control is how you react. If you practice indifference, you choose not to let their words affect you. You understand that their opinion does not define you. This does not mean you are weak or that you do not care about respect. It means you are strong enough to not let others control your emotions. This is the art of practicing indifference. Life is like a river. Sometimes the water is calm, and sometimes it is rough. If you try to fight the current, you will only tire yourself out. But if you accept the flow and focus on steering your boat, you will reach your destination with less struggle. Practicing indifference is like steering your boat. You accept the things you cannot change, and you focus on what you can do. This way, you save your energy for the things that truly matter. One of the most important lessons in practicing indifference is understanding the difference between what is in your control and what is not. For example, you cannot control the weather, but you can control how you prepare for it. You cannot control traffic, but you can control how early you leave your house. You cannot control other people's actions, but you can control how you respond to them. When you focus on what you can control, you feel more powerful and less stressed. This is because you are no longer wasting energy on things that are beyond your influence. Another important aspect of practicing indifference is learning to detach from outcomes. Often, we get too attached to the results of our actions. We want things to turn out a certain way, and when they do not, we feel disappointed or frustrated. But the truth is, we cannot always control the outcome. What we can control is our effort and our attitude. For example, if you are preparing for an exam, you can study hard and do your best. But you cannot control the questions that will be asked or how others will perform. If you focus only on the result, you might feel anxious. But if you focus on doing your best, you will feel more at peace, no matter the outcome. This is the art of letting go. Practicing indifference also means not letting external events define your happiness. Many people think that happiness comes from having certain things or achieving certain goals. But happiness is not something you find outside yourself. It is something you create within yourself. If you depend on external things for your happiness, you will always be at the mercy of circumstances. But if you practice indifference, you learn to find joy in the present moment, regardless of what is happening around you. This is a powerful way to live because it means you are free from the ups and downs of life. Now, let's talk about how to practice indifference in everyday life. The first step is to become aware of your reactions. When something happens, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? If it is not, remind yourself that there's no point in worrying about it. For example, if you are stuck in traffic, instead of getting angry, you can use the time to listen to music or think about something positive. This simple shift in mindset can make a big difference. The second step is to focus on your own actions. Instead of trying to change others or the situation, focus on what you can do to improve your own experience. For example, if someone is rude to you, instead of reacting with anger, you can choose to respond with kindness or simply walk away. This is not about being passive. It is about being proactive in a way that serves you best. The third step is to practice gratitude. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you naturally shift your attention away from things that bother you. Gratitude helps you see the good in your life, even when things are not perfect. For example, instead of complaining about the rain, you can be grateful for the water that helps plants grow. Instead of focusing on what you do not have, you can appreciate what you do have. This mindset of gratitude makes it easier to practice indifference, because it reminds you that life is full of blessings, even in difficult times. Another important practice is to develop a sense of perspective. Sometimes we get caught up in small problems and forget to see the bigger picture. For example, if you have a disagreement with a friend, it might feel like a big deal at the moment. But if you step back and think about the importance of your friendship, you might realize that the argument is not worth losing the relationship. By keeping things in perspective, you can avoid overreacting and make better decisions. This is another way of practicing indifference because it helps you focus on what truly matters. Practicing indifference also requires patience and practice. It is not something you can master overnight. There will be times when you lose your temper, feel upset, and that is okay. The important thing is to keep trying. Every time you choose not to react to something outside your control, you become a little stronger. Over time, this practice will become a habit, and you will find it easier to stay calm and focused, no matter what life throws at you. In conclusion, the art of practicing indifference is about learning to let go of what you cannot control and focusing on what you can. It is about finding peace within yourself, regardless of external circumstances. It is not about being cold or unfeeling. It is about being wise and strong. When you practice indifference, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and anxiety. You become the captain of your own ship, steering through the ups and downs of life with grace and resilience. Remember, life is not about what happens to you, but how you respond to it. By practicing indifference, you can live a more peaceful, joyful, and fulfilling life.